Are you afraid the past is going to repeat itself? Do you fear your twin flame is going to treat you like your exes did? Are you in doubt over your twin flame connection because of your past experiences? Well, this is the thing. You have to start trusting not only your twin, but also yourself. You have grown and evolved, so you cannot repeat the past. And your energy radar is on point. And you have to remember, the universe isn't going to bring your past back into fruition. They're actually bringing you your twin flame, who is your safe space, who is the person that you can rely on. My name is Cleary. I'm a feminine empowerment coach. I specialize in healing after narcissistic abuse, and I also offer twin flame and spiritual guidance. This is the thing. We keep going into spirals. We keep doubting our connection. Every time our twin flame ghosts us, we're like, oh my God, I'm doing it again. Oh my God, they're an asshole. Oh my God. Oh. And we go into these spirals over and over and over and over and over and over again. And it's completely wrong. And we have to, it took me a long time to even trust that my twin was my twin. You know what I mean? When I first met him, it took me at least probably over a year before I actually said, okay, this is real. Do you know what I mean? Because for that whole year, I kept going into this unworthiness wound, and I kept going backwards. I kept going, oh my God, he's an asshole. Oh my God, he's treating me like Mex. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And I kept going. What really was the hardest for me was I kept being so hard on myself. I was like, oh my God, I'm doing it again. I attracted another dickhead. I attracted somebody who's hurting me. Do you know? And I kept spiraling down. And I was like, what if I'm completely wrong? And what if he is just like my exes? But when I do this, well, first of all, I'm not trusting my twin flame, but I'm not trusting myself. And the download I got lately, because one of my biggest fears when it comes to being in a proper relationship with my twin flame is expressing my past, but expressing my true, rawest wounds. Because anytime I was vulnerable with my exes, they shunned me, they shamed me, they laughed at me, they made me feel like I was, it was unsafe. So I've never actually felt safe in any connection before until I met my twin flame. And this is it. What I love about this, the download I got lately, because as I said, the fear I have was opening up completely. But I got the download, he is my safe space. Instead of saying, I hope he's my safe space, or what if he's not my safe space, I finally got the clarity that he is my safe space, which is a fact, because in my past relationship, I grew up in a toxic masculine household, so I was very in my masculine energy. And why women are in their masculine energy? Because they feel unsafe. They don't feel safe enough to be in their feminine energy. The feminine energy is the receptive energy. It's that calm energy. It's that, as I said, that receiving energy. But when we're in toxic environments, growing up, all of this, and when we have to kind of fight through a patriarchal system, we put on this masculine. Men and women are, we all have a balance of both masculine and feminine energy, and we have to get that. We have to get that even. Do you know what I mean? It has to be even for both male and females. But what I'm trying to say is I was too much in my masculine energy, and that's why I was constantly in fight or flight. Constantly I had to do everything myself. Constantly I can't ask for help. I constantly in fear of being hurt. So I couldn't be in this female energy, this feminine energy. And it's so funny. Since I met my twin flame, the amount of pink stuff I'm after buying, everything is pink now. Do you know what I mean? Everything I wore when I was in my masculine energy was black. So fucking boring. But everything now is pink and purple. Purple is my favorite color anyway, but pink. I have so much pink stuff. I'm such a girl. I love it. I'm a real girl. Do you know what I mean? For years, the only time you'd see me in my feminine energy is if I was going out and I was wearing a dress or something. Do you know what I mean? I'd be like Cinderella. I would be wearing the tomboy clothes all the time, and then I transform into this fucking, this woman. I remember going to my Christmas party and I worked with a lot of men and I was wearing overalls all the time. And at Christmas party, they were like, who's your one? Because it was just it was so weird for me to look feminine. But since I met my twin flame, everything is fucking pink. As I said, I'm a real girl. But it's such a weird energy to actually feel safe with somebody. And it's weird. It's such an alien concept for us because we're in that masculine energy so much. But when you can come into your feminine energy, when you can actually be the woman in a relationship effectively. Do you know what I mean? Because you spend most of your relationships being the fucking man because you're trying to protect yourself all the fucking time. Whereas you can actually let your guard down and let your twin flame protect you. And I'm adamant that independence is so important and that us ladies do not need men to build us fires anymore. We can build our own fires, thank you very much. But we need emotional protection, spiritual protection. So to be able to actually be with somebody who can make you feel safe, that's what this is all about. But we have to overcome the obstacle between us, that trust obstacle. Trusting them and trusting ourselves. And this is another thing, right? I was so hard on myself thinking I was repeating another cycle. I was after attracting another asshole. But what I have to remember, and what you guys have to remember as well, is we've done the work. We've walked away from toxic relationships, toxic situations, whatever it is. We've done the healing work. And we're empaths, okay? So we were always, receiving other people's energies, but we were never aware of it. We were very naive. We were very vulnerable. We didn't know what we were attracting, and we didn't feel that energy, or we weren't aware of feeling that energy. So, in the wrong energy, when you're empowered and when you're healed, you feel everything. So, back in the day, I was attracting narcissists left, right, and center. My ex-relationships, friendships, family members, bosses, they are everywhere. I've got all the fucking t-shirts. Do you know what I mean? But so I think that's one of the reasons I have a big fear of who I attract into my life now. But when we heal as empaths, we can sense shit so fucking miles away. Like if there was a fucking narc fucking walking down the road, I'd know they were a narc. Do you know what I mean? This is the thing. So I need to trust my energy center. Do you know, I have to trust my energy radar. Do you know what I mean? So if I had thankfully, narcissists don't come towards me anymore, but I can even feel energy through text messages. Do you know what I mean? If weird people text me around, it's just like block, 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 because I can feel the energy. I can feel someone's energy through a simple text message or a conversation. So I actually, my energy radar is at full steam. It's working perfectly. So I need to trust that. And how do I feel with my twin flame? As I said, so safe, so calm. I remember there's this quote. I'm not going to get this right now. But Buddha says that if you meet somebody and you're all shaky and you've got butterflies and your knees are shaking and all that, that's not your twin flame and that's not your soulmate. When you meet your true person, they calm you. They calm your nervous system. So yeah, this is a quote I shared yesterday. Like, it's not about, true love is not about butterflies. It's about somebody who calms your nervous system and feels like home. And that's a fact. Do you know what I mean? And that's when ask yourself these questions. When you're in connection with your twin, whether it's in physical connection or texting them or whatever, how do you feel? How does your energy feel? Do you feel calm? Do you feel at peace? So trust that, because when you go out of connection or out of contact and you start to get all agitated again and all fearful, this is based on your past reality. This is based on your past experiences. And we have to stop comparing our twin flame to our exes. The universe doesn't punish. The universe guides. So as when we were choosing the wrong thing, when we were not healing, the universe was trying to shake us up and push us out of those situations. But now that we've healed, the universe is not going to allow toxic energy into our lives. And if it does, I actually noticed this lately. I can smell a narc a mile off now, right? So I will become aware of that narc straight away. And the minute I become aware, the universe removes them. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to cut that person off or anything, because the person gets cut off for me. So I have to trust. I found it very hard for a long time to trust my own energy, to trust was I right, and I had to keep coming back to the fact: how do you feel in his company? Because this is it, and it's funny, because I can read lies now as well. So I can tell when my twin is white lying. And he's only ever white lied once or twice. I'm like, yeah, I can tell. And if he was an asshole and a player and completely lying to me all the time, then I wouldn't be able to actually catch him in a lie, because you'd be like, you catch him in a truth. Anyway, yeah, but you get me. It's not just about trusting that your twin is your safe space. It's about trusting that you are, and that your radar is on fire. You literally can. You can defend yourself against narcs now, because they're not even going to enter your field, because you're going to know they're there. So you have to trust that this person is your person. this person is good for you. This person isn't your ex. This person isn't going to control you or manipulate you or abuse you like your past did. They're going to be that safety for you. And like, as I said, us women, we don't need physical protection anymore. We're well able to look after ourselves. We're strong and we're empowered. But it's to have that emotional safety with somebody. Like I've never experienced that with a man before. I've never ever experienced that in my past relationships. I was living with my exes and I felt more unsafe living with them than I do now living on my own. Do you know what I mean? So I'm safer out of toxic relationships, but I'm able to feel safe with my twin. I like to be able to literally let your guards down, to not be in your masculine energy, to own your femininity. It's just the most beautiful experience you'll ever have, to feel safe in someone's company. You know what I mean? And obviously we can feel safe around friends or certain people that we know, but to feel safe in a relationship, that's something so unknown to us. But we have to stop comparing to the past. And this is the thing, right? Your soul and your twin's soul made a promise. You're the same soul, but you made a promise to each other before you incarnated that you would do absolutely everything and anything in your power to come into union again. So that's why there's gaps. That's why there's ghosting. That's why there's separation, because you're both doing the work to get to where you need to be. That's the trust that you need. You need to trust them. Trust them on a soul level, and trust yourself, but heal your stuff. You know what I mean? You know, you're sitting there, you're angry, you're aggressive towards your twin. You know, you're saying that you're in doubt and all this kind of stuff. That has nothing to do with them, and everything to do with your wounding. And you're constantly projecting your anger towards them. You're avoiding your growth. You're avoiding your healing. You're avoiding letting them be your safe space. And that's it. So, get to the stage where you know you can trust them. You know that they're your safety. And that's the most beautiful, beautiful moment you'll ever... Like, it's been a lot of moments for me. Like, from day one, I felt safe with him. But it took me a long time to actually understand that or acknowledge it or acknowledge it. Because we're constantly in this fight or flight, and it's like, oh, I can't take off the masculine energy. I can't take it off. But to be able to be in your feminine energy again, it's the most beautiful thing. And, vice versa. We have to be the safe space for them as well. That's another big thing. They're going through, you see, this is such a big thing as well, right? Right. Your twin is going through the same stuff as you. And if your twin is the divine masculine, men can't do emotions. They've been afraid to do emotions. They've been ridiculed for doing fucking emotions. Oh, fuck's sake. They've been told that it's weak, that it's not right to be expressive. This is, no. Oh, this makes me so angry. But what it is they're trying to navigate emotions, come into an energy where they feel so fucking vulnerable, so fucking in love with you that they don't know what the fuck to do, don't know how to express that. Women can handle things a little bit better when it comes to emotions. So even though we're going through a struggle, they're going through something fucking worse. And then we're aggressive towards them. What the fuck are we doing? We're supposed to be receptive towards them and tell them to come in. Tell them that it's safe to be vulnerable, because it's the same thing. If you feel unsafe to be vulnerable, if you were shamed and shunned in the past for being vulnerable, so are they, but tenfold. They've been going through this from childhood, through their fathers teaching them to be fucking toxic. Do you know what I mean? So we're literally, if we're angry towards them, we're literally proving to them that it's unsafe to be vulnerable. So that's another thing, and I nearly forgot to fucking say this. We have to be their safe space as well. So if you're not healing your fucking shit and you're getting all fucking aggressive, you're literally saying to them, you can't come back here because it's unsafe. We have to create safety for them as well. If they can be our safe space, we have to be their safe space. We really do. We have to show them it's safe to be vulnerable. We have to show them it's safe to be emotional. We have to show them it's safe to express themselves. But if we're constantly in this aggression energy, they're going to run as far away as fucking possible. Do you know what I mean? So we have to stop comparing them to our past, but we have to stop being angry towards them for things they haven't fucking done. We have to be their safe space as well. So remember that. Your healing is not just for you to feel safe, it's for them to feel safe as well. So thank you so much for listening today, and I really hope this resonates. If it does, please like and share, and please subscribe to my channel so I can reach as many people as possible. If you'd like help in your journey, please book me for a free discovery call today, and nothing more than to help you in your path. Also, I'm hosting a free feminine empowerment workshop next Wednesday, the 10th at 6 p.m. Ireland UK time. It's for us women to get together and support each other. If you want information for that, please comment below. Also, I have another channel called Aligning with Angie, where I share a guided meditation every week. The info for that is in the description box.